This is Hideaway Bay in Tasmania, about an hour south of Hobart. And this is where Huon raise and grow their amazing salmon that we cook with. So today I'm going to go out and explore the pens and learn a little bit more about what it takes to grow salmon and then do some cooking with it. It's a pretty amazing setup.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of it.
Yeah. So you've been working with Huon and working with salmon for 17 years.
Yeah, a little over 18 years.
18 years.
Started in 2002 here at Huon,
Amazing.
and yeah, sort of a young fella straight into the workforce.
Yeah.
Was lucky enough to work out on the water every day and transitioned into help designing these pens.
What's the big thing for you with designing these pens for making the, to help the salmon grow and be, as beautiful as they are?
For me, it's about space. It's about giving that separation between predators and fish.
Yes.
So you want to make it as stress-free for them as possible, because at any stage in their life cycle, if you stress them out, could have some effect on the flesh quality later on. These need to be able to withstand sort of up to 12-metre waves.
Yeah, right.
So if you can imagine a 12-metre wave,
God.
It's all about making sure they're buoyant enough and they're safe enough. And you can see the double walkway we have here, and that's all just part of the safety for our staff.
What are the keys to the environment here for growing beautiful salmon?
Well, we're lucky enough to be growing these salmon in this sort of beautiful, pristine water that we have here. I mean, it's such a beautiful and amazing place. That's one of the key things for it, is the depth and the temperature and just that sort of pristine water.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing to think that that's what everyone concentrates on with land-based protein, and it's the same practice here on the ocean. It's just
exactly
a bit more rocky.
Yeah, a bit more movement.
Yeah, amazing. It's really impressive. I think we should have more of a look around and then maybe cook up some fish.
Great, sounds excellent.
And I've just been lucky enough to be out on the boats and at the pens with Lee, learning a bit about raising and taking care of the fish. Now, you're the General Manager of Sustainability here at Huon. Pretty amazing job, and very important job, I imagine, taking care of this amazing office that you have.
Yeah, you're right. It is an amazing office. Born and bred Tasmanian, just love the place.
Yeah.
And like all of our workers, absolutely love where we operate and have a strong care for the environment. So my team, and what our responsibility is around compliance and making sure that we're adhering to those requirements and all those regulations. We've got this awesome technology set up where we can feed back a heap of data back to a Hobart control room. Yeah. It's just constant monitoring. We're looking at, we've got cameras, looking at the health of the fish and how they're behaving. We've got probes in there looking at the oxygen and temperature and pH. So it's constant monitoring, make sure that environment is good as it can be for those fish.
Amazing. The plan, I guess, is to keep raising fish here in Tasmania for years to come and putting food on people's plates and keeping people in this amazing office. It's a pretty cool thing.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what sustainability is all about. We want to continue to farm the way we're farming well into the future. So today in Australia, we're the only RSPCA approved salmon producer, and that's a real testament to the care that our team take in looking after our fish.
I love that. That's a huge tick. Yeah.
It is. It's great.
This is so good to hear. I want to have a bit more explore and then and look around. Is that right?
Let's go for it. Let's have a look.
We're all a bit time-starved these days, so baking is a really awesome way to just set it, forget it, clean up, get the table ready, and then 15 minutes later, you can eat. This dish is really cool because it's packed full of fresh flavours, but you actually bake the salmon in some baking paper and foil to make it really easy to execute, and there's not much cleaning up as well. So, super simple. I'm just going to get straight into this one. We're using beautiful Tasmanian Huon salmon for this dish, but you can use barramundi, you can use different types of fish, or even this would be great with chicken breasts or something like that as well. So, serve it with rice, veggies as part of a banquet, or by itself. I'm going to just create a little quick marinade glaze that it's going to bake in. So I'm going to go in with some garlic, some chili bean paste, lime juice, some honey, lime zest, and a good hit of ayam light soy. Okay, once that's all combined, I'm gonna lay out the salmon on, I've just got some baking paper and some foil, and I really always use baking paper in the kitchen. I guess it come from working in a commercial kitchen where you're always lying all your trays, but I feel like it's such a really great tip at home as well. Instead of having to scrub and clean those trays, I just always lay down baking paper for baking, comes out, you can toss the baking paper in the bin and you can alleviate yourself of all that grease and scrubbing. Skin side down, and we're just gonna go on with our lime chili glaze. Super simple. Just add a bit of coriander in there. It's just nice when it bakes off to have that fresh herb. And then we're just gonna wrap it up and pop it in the oven. Clean, easy, tidy. Pop it in the oven, 180 degrees for about 15 minutes. Okay, this smells really good. It is 15 minutes, so just depending on how big the fish is. Oh, but that looks perfect. Just be careful not to drip any out. It's looking great. The fish is nice and cooked, you can see, because the protein's just starting to come out the side, which is nice. But as you can see, that coriander, it's still really green and fresh, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna gently go onto the plate. Get a little bit of some of this sauce. Like I said, no washing up. Do this for all of your baking. Just a little garnish. Just gonna add some coriander on the top and some chili. How good's that? Quick, healthy, no washing up, spicy baked Huon salmon and lime.